You know, even though I am locked up, it was all in the name of the Emperor, because screw Horus. Ain't nobody got time for feelings and emotions. Sorry, I'm just super happy because even though I am imprisoned right now as we speak, the prison guards let me know my package finally came in and my Leviathan set is here. So I've been giddy as a schoolgirl. It's really the only thing that can keep me distracted, because I really don't know what they plan on doing to me while I'm in jail. This is why you don't speak out against juice. In general, you don't want to speak out against, the message. You're gonna really screw yourself over like I have. Now all the Twitter users are laughing, thinking to themselves, ha, finally, Fritanga's in prison, where he belongs, even though he used to sell me some salt. He went against the grain. He went against the message. Please, BlackRock, lock him up. Well, joke's on you, nerds, because now I have all the free time in the world to be throwing dice and not getting laid. But I'm lucky because for some reason they're still letting me operate a YouTube channel as I'm in jail. So I took one peek at Twitter and I immediately shut the laptop close. I'm sorry, but some of you are just so stupid. So dumb, so naive, so pre-programmed. You make all the prisoners here look sane by comparison, especially if you're one of the brainlets like MightyKeef. Mid! So, do you heretics remember our old friend Crabrutus, the creator of the SBI detected Steam curator page? You know, the tool more useful than even DS Fix? Well, he has continued to do the Lord's work by adding more companies and games that have been involved with SBI. And I'm only saying SBI because if I even dare to say the full name, there goes the ads. That's how delicate YouTube treats that subject. And it would seem he's detected some more heresy yet again with yet another game that SBI has been involved in. Sup guys, just want to remind that Zao is gonna launch today. This game is on Sweet Baby Inc. detected curator page, and yeah, it is connected to Sweet Baby Inc. Remember to vote with your wallet. I am MightyKeef!
A black man made a game themed in his Kenyan culture, and people in the comments are saying things like DEI. This is what I mean when I say people just say they hear others say without having any idea what the word means. I'm getting the game just to spite these weirdos.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
The fear of Sweet Baby Inc. has made a lot of them so irrational that they start firing shots in the dark no matter who it hits. This game is a story about a black culture made by a black man. There is no forced diversity inclusion in this. There is no DEI.
Please disperse. Nothing to see here.
These are the type of people using DEI as a scapegoat to mask their racism. For this individual, he didn't even use a mask.
So there I was, minding my own black-ass business yet again.
Okay, so when it comes to MightyKeef, I guess I can sort of see why people enjoy his content as repetitive and uncreative as it can be. But when it comes to liking his stuff on Twitter, what is wrong with you people? Not a single rational thought is ever put behind MightyKeef's tweets. Mighty low IQ indeed. That tweet's gonna come back to bite Keef in the ass in just a second here, I'll show you, but let me ask you one thing, Keef. Why in the world does a black man with Kenyan background need a consultation firm like SBI to help him? For what reason? Those guys couldn't even correct Insomniac about the Puerto Rican flag that they mistaken for the Cuban flag. As far as I'm concerned, there isn't a single thing SBI can do to help improve your product. They have been nothing but a detriment, which is why we have the SBI curator page. People want to avoid products with their attachment to it. I'm sorry, but after Suicide Squad, if you're going to buy anything that SBI has been involved in just to spite a few rando nobodies on Twitter, you're delusional. This is coming completely out of Keef's own ego, and he isn't thinking right. He sees a black game featured on the Steam Curator page, and he thinks to himself, I must be against this by default. You see, Keef doesn't actually have an argument. All he has is rage bait. It's all he knows how to do. He has all this clout and he never puts it to good use, always wasting his potential, trying to stand up for the message because it's easy. It doesn't get him blacklisted by companies. It doesn't get his audience to turn on him, and he gets to feel good about himself. Oh, come on, Frit. He was calling out the people commenting on the original post. He wasn't referring to Cabrutus. Don't be so butthurt. Well, how about you shut your mouth and listen to the video before you interrupt me again, bitch? Because within that same original post, Keef said this to Cabrutus. I am MightyKeef.
Using words you don't know the meaning of to push a narrative you're not familiar with. Actual brain rot.
Okay, Keef, who you been talking to recently? Mischief? I mean, usually people who have to throw out brain rot like that have a very limited vocabulary, so you should probably shut up. But hey, Keef, since you're such a logician, how about you tell us what words he used that he doesn't understand, huh? What in that tweet was a word way out of this guy's vocabulary, Or was that nothing? You're just rage baiting yet again, trying to win over those social justice points. We're gonna have to work harder for them because that tweet made absolutely no sense. I'm honestly blown away at how over 5,000 retards liked that tweet, thinking to themselves, yeah, Keef, you tell him, without Keef actually describing what he's talking about. All the man did was include yet another SBI game on the curator page and told people to vote with their wallets. This isn't a narrative, the man is just doing his job. He didn't use a single word like DEI or ESG to describe the game. He just told you Sweet Baby Inc. worked on it and all of Twitter blew up on this man. It wasn't a problem until he included a game made by a black person. And all of a sudden, now it's a problem. Now the guy is just apparently making up words he doesn't understand, even though he didn't do any of that. Okay, Frit, fine. You win on this one, but can you actually prove SBI worked on the game? It's not listed on their website. Yeah, well, that's because the company stopped doing that. Because now any game with their name attached to it is most likely going to flop. See, thanks to the power of web archives, I can show you right here that yes, indeed, SBI provided their consultation to this project. They're getting a lot better at being quiet about it, but luckily for us, they forgot to erase all the evidence. They went from taking pride in their work to not wanting anybody to know what projects they're working on. Isn't that hilarious? But you can't escape the SBI curator page, so God bless Cabrutus, and stay mad, MightyKeef. You have no idea how good your anger is for my mental health. You know, the best part is you do realize what's going on. You're just acting stupid. I saw this revealed at the Game Awards, so it makes even less sense to me why a guy like him would need or want consultation from Sweet Baby Inc. when he's already a part of the culture the game is based on. I am MightyKeef.
I think in order to get the proper funds from shareholders, certain things need to be checked off. Consulting SBI Inc. might be one of them.
Thank you for making my point.
Isn't that absolutely hilarious? The original post wasn't even mentioning DEI or ESG. The original post is just letting you know SBI worked on the game. Meanwhile, MightyKeef over here is actually the one suggesting there was DEI involvement. That's the best part. He's shaming everybody in the comment section for saying DEI, and yet he realizes himself that when it comes to working with SBI, there are certain check boxes required to get funding for your games. I mean, I don't know how it's possible to be so stupid you don't even realize you just made everyone else's point for them. while trying to wave your finger in front of their faces and tell them no, 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 stupid, idiot, moron. He is clinically unself-aware. And the hilarious part is his viewers, his loyal followers, his subscribers, they don't care. They just want an idiot to take a stand against something they despise. But logic is not required to pull it off for them. They just need you to speak the loudest, and that's good enough for them. And they still continue to support him in spite of his hypocrisy, in spite of his lack of self-awareness, in spite of his lack of intelligence. See, I'm not the only person who's picked up on Keef's inconsistencies. So when he got called out for defending DEI, SBI, ESG, and BlackRock funding by Grums, he responded with this. The narrative fix is in. MightyKeef puts @Cabrutus Rambo on blast for SBI Inc. game Zao. Claims he and critics are just racist and that Zao was made by a Kenyan man who just wanted to promote his culture. I am MightyKeef.
At no point did I say I even support SBI Inc. I said that using the term DEI for a game made by a black person about black culture makes no sense. I also never said all critics were racist. Nothing you said was correct.
You see what I'm working with now?
Oh, wow. For the first time ever, I can actually say everything Grum said was correct. Every bit about you was accurate. You were calling the critics racist. And yes, you were supporting SBI. As you said yourself, you were going to buy the game to spite all those critics. Spite buying is supporting. Stupid, moron, idiot. And then you went on to basically word for word describe DEI and justify this game developer doing what he had to do to get the funding. I don't know how, as a MightyKeef subscriber, you can really stand by and watch this unfold and think to yourself, that's my guy. But you know what? He's not the only person that spoke out against Cabrutus simply doing the Lord's work. Plenty of other personalities you may recognize came out to defend and stand up for this SBI project, all claiming that they were going to buy a ton of copies just to spite this post. Gonna play this game even harder now. Getting 5 copies now. Thanks for making me support the devs.
I'm buying 10 copies just to piss y'all off. Cool. Buying it today. I'm buying it. If I like it enough, I'm buying it again for another platform. This post made me buy the game. Thanks for the marketing. Thanks. I'll buy a couple copies. Appreciate the heads up. We will be buying. Boo-hoo. We will be buying. You type of people are pathetic. Cool. Thanks for the ad. I didn't know it existed until I saw your tweet. I'll check out the gameplay when I get home and buy it. This is the first time I've heard of this game. I will be buying it now.
Oh no! What happened? Oh no! How terrible! That's just awful! How terrible! Oh no!
And no bite! Oh my god! The game can't even break past 200 players! Where are all of these folks at now, huh?
The prophecy has come true. Look at this. Look at you.
Well, where is all of this support you claimed you were going to give the game? More people literally liked tweets saying they were going to spite buy the game than people who actually bought the game or are playing it right now. Again, because that is the crowd that this DEI pandering and ESG pandering is for. And yet none of them actually support the products. You know, for all your moral grandstanding, none of you did what actually mattered the most, and that was show that you actually support this type of stuff. But you didn't, and you know you don't support it either. If you did, every single woke game would reflect that in sales. All of you are there tweeting, hoping you get likes, and attention and engagement, but none of you will actually do what you say. Meanwhile, Cabrutus is sticking to what he said he would do, and that's list every single game involved with this company. And you all hate him for doing it. But you'll never be able to put into words why that is, because it requires you to be completely disingenuous and act out of bad faith. If you want actual examples of brain rot and not just throwing that word out whenever you disagree with someone, Keef, I encourage you to scroll through all the quoted tweets. Read them. Be self-aware. You guys are stupid. And I have absolutely no interest in helping you cure that. I need stupid people like you to continue existing to prove my points. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Now, if you don't mind, I'm still indecisive on picking a chapter for my Warhammer playthroughs. I want to unbox this Leviathan set. Fuck Twitter, fuck SBI projects, more Warhammer, and I'll be seeing you in the next video.
Free Congo sucks ass.